Hello there and welcome back to the colony with Man and the Antz. So, we're once again playing Planet Coaster Career Mode Extras. I have been trying to do this scenario. This is when we left off with last time where I had all the rides along here. I have been trying to do this for hours. Hours now. I must have spent about another 4 hours playing this game trying to get this scenario working and failing miserably. What I have now learned, because I've tried, this is going back to my second attempt, this particular layout here. So basically what I've done is I have taken out all the loans I can. I have spent all of my money on this stuff here. I have added a ticket price to the entrance to the park. All the rides have got 100% Q ratings because I just smashed down a bunch of little yellow flowers. I've tried having a look around to see what this scenario is all about, and one of the main things I could find, one of the only things I could find, was the fact that staff cost 1.5 times what they normally cost. So what everyone I saw recommended, or again what this one person recommended, was that you don't have any staff at all until you really need them. So I've got these 3 shops here. I've just closed them down and fired the staff, so they're not actually going to be working. I would like to delete them. Oh, select building. Ah, there we go. Right, I'm going to delete them. Because there is no... What I don't want to happen is people getting annoyed they're there, but they can't use them. So I'm going to delete those. I'm going to leave the toilet block, because that doesn't have any impact at all in terms of costs. So I'm going to give this a go. So it may be, again, that what I'm saying now is completely irrelevant, because it might not ever see the light of day. I might have to start again. So what one person suggested was you basically do something similar to this. Build a roller coaster and 2 Roctopuses. Roctopuses, yes. So you've got the excitement ride and then 2 gentle rides, and then just let that and just slowly eke the money in. We're going to see how we go here. So the game is currently paused. It was unpaused long enough to get 25 people into the park. So this one person here is very excited. So very little has happened so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to delete the bins and rebuild them if I need to, rather than having a janitor. That's my plan for that. I don't think anyone should be throwing up too much, although the star wheel might make them throw up, so that might be a bit of an issue, having that ride there at all, because that does seem to make people a little bit sick. It's not too high a nausea rating, but yeah. And in terms of ride breakages, if anything breaks down, I'll hire a maintenance guy, put them right next to it, and as soon as it's done, fire them again. So we're going to unpause the game and see how we go. Now we are immediately going to start losing money, just because we don't have anyone actually going on the rides. Even though they're all kicking off, none of the guests have actually made it here yet. So we're currently being held afloat just by the ticket sales, which I'm pretty sure I put on. I should check that. Oh, I did not. Oh, okay. Right, scrap it all. Does that mean I've left these closed? Yep, right, okay. I'm going to load up, go back to where I was, and we're going to start that again, because, yeah, I obviously forgot exactly where that save was. So we do want to have a ticket price on, nothing too crazy. But because we do have a lot of rides, people will be willing to spend money. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that again. Let's get rid of that again. Let's go into our park management, into our staff. Staff, fire, 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 fire. Excellent. Right, let's open these up. Oh, nearly had a sneezing fit. Nearly had a sneezing fit. Alright, so everything is now open. No one's currently in the park, so that means if we get the ticket sales on, if we do 5 and 250, which should be reasonable for the kind of park we have. And what I might do then is I'll make another save. You can see all the saves. I've even called one pointless because I got to the point where it's just like, it's not going to work. What am I doing? Not a C, a D. And I call it a D2, even though it's D1. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to unpause the game. We're going to speed time up. We're going to see what happens now. One person in the park so far. 3 people in the park, 14. So they're starting to come in. Immediately our money's starting to go up, which is what we want. Although they are not quite at the ride stage. But even that, we've made a relatively good chunk of money straight away. So people are flooding into the park, look. Although it has kind of stopped at that level. But that's fine. That's 450 people in the park. The queues are all going to fill up. So people are going to start spending money on the queues, which is perfect. Yes, come my pretties, come my pretties. So what our goal is here, basically, is just to make some money. We're not going to build the forge, which is the only ride we haven't done, because I know that makes people throw up immensely. Like I said, the star wheel does a little bit as well. So if I start to see environment, I'll hire a janitor, clear it up, fire him. Which I'm sure is very reasonable. So we are just getting some money flooding in. This is going to really start slowing down quite quickly. At the moment, we've just got all the fresh ticket prices in. All these queues as they fill up. As soon as they go through those gates, we make money. So as soon as they go through there, we've earned some money. So once those queues are filled up, or people are, you know, it all evens out, it's going to start leveling out a little bit. But immediately, $7,000. So we're not doing too bad straight off the bat. No one's gone on the roller coaster though. Kind of surprises me a little bit. It's because it's not open because it was testing. Now the roller coaster's open. That's great. So now people are going to go on the roller coaster as well. So basically I'm just going to leave this going for a moment. I'm going to see how much money we can get in. All of these are on minimum already. So we could potentially pay that off to save ourselves $250 a month, which will work out in the long run. Let's see how our money goes. Let's see where we get to the point when we start going down, really. 8-7. We'll start going down when rides start breaking. That'll be the cut-off point. If we can get to 10,000, average guest happiness is declining, but I mean, what do you want me to do about that? Yep, okay. So we've immediately made that money, but that's as you'd expect, really, isn't it? Because of all, I say, the flood of people coming in. So that first month is always going to be brilliant. We haven't quite achieved our park value, but we're very, very close. Money is still going up at the moment. So I think the staff was the issue I was having, because I've tried this, just like I said, I've tried it 3 or 4 times, and every time I try it, I end up in a position where I'll be making money, like a little bit, clawing it in. I'll get up to like $2,000, just about the point where I'm thinking I can build a new ride. Then a ride will break, another ride will break, it will go down. I went down to like minus 5,000 at one point. And then I had to claw it back, and it goes back from the minuses pretty quick. By the time it gets back to about 1,000, 2,000, rides start breaking, start losing money. And it was just an endless cycle like that. Right, immediately there are some sick. So I'm going to hire a janitor. He's going to clean this sick up. And then we're going to fire him. There's no rubbish in the bins because there's nothing for anyone to buy. So, right, now he's fired. That's the end of that. Served his purpose. Off he goes. So we're up to about 10,000. What I really want to do is build another roller coaster. That's the plan. Because they are where the money's going to be at. Ah, see, it's starting to go down now. Because the costs for our loans are outweighing the money we're making from the rides. So now as soon as we start... Oh, so close. Right, I'm going to save that there. So we know we're in a position there. We can come in, pause the game, and have 10,000 in the bank. I'm being overly cautious here just because I've done this a few times now, and I know how annoyingly frustrating this level can be. So we can afford the Trailblazer or the Venom. Trailblazer's a little bit cheaper, so at least I have enough to get the... Do I want to do it though? I think so. I think I do. Let's do that. How big is it? Bloody massive. Bloody massive. Look at that. Why can't I... Ah, because it digs into the ground a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. So it needs to be that high. So where can I put this? Which is going to be most sensible, where I can get the ride connected up. Maybe here? I'm not overly happy with that placement, as you might be able to tell from my deliberation. I can't get it in there. It's maybe a little bit high. It's maybe a little bit high, isn't it? I wish you could tell coasters to auto tunnel, like the... No. There's no way of telling them to auto tunnel, which is a little bit frustrating. That would be really, really useful. I feel like that's still too high. What's the lowest it can go? About that. Ah, right. So I might put it there then. Yep, that's great. Okay, cool. We've actually done that before, so I'm not too excited about hitting a bronze star. That is not something new to me. So I want to change the entrance around to it's the other way. Tell it to start a test. The entrance we want over here. And the exit we want there. What kind of path is that? I don't even know. I think it's a Q colour, isn't it? So we'll have to worry about that in a second. So for now, we will stick with the same glossy vinyl path. Ooh, it's too big. Just straight back there. It's a little bit further than I'd ideally like, but saying that, we're going to be placing the engineers as and when we need them, so it might not be too much of an issue. So now it's time for the Q. So we'll send this backwards a little bit. Before we bring it in right down here. So it's literally the first thing people see when they come into the park. It's not the longest queue, but I'm not too bothered about particularly long queues. Now what I should have, something that I knocked together, is this little pile of bushes here. Now that should, in theory, 100% queue straight away. Why I didn't do that like 8 months ago, I've got no idea. I've been playing this game for a year and I've only just thought about doing that. So that little thing there is just a collection of just about 30 of those little yellow bushes. No more, because they cost $3 each and it's 300, so whatever that works out to be. My maths can't even figure that out. 100. It's about 100 little yellow bushes. So they give you a 100% senior rating in just one whack, one whack-a-doodle-dee. So that means we can increase that to probably $14 without too many issues. One thing we will do is we'll just go and check to make sure people are happy with this. And nothing is too expensive. Wild blue is cheap, they're saying. That's fine. We'll knock that up to 12. Star wheel is cheap, they're saying. We'll knock that up to 7. That's fine. That's star wheel again. Looper is cheap, so we'll put that up to 17. And that is cheap, so put that up to 14. So we might even be able to get away with putting this up by another $1 do. So let's put that up to 15 and see what happens. Okay, so let's slow everything down to 2. We'll get that test in. Where does it tell you what sort of group it's suitable for? Whether it's suitable for children or not? I'm not too sure. I ain't too sure. So I'm not going too fast just because I want to get it opened up as quickly as I can. Don't want to waste too much time with it. Can't see any more vomit. I can't see any rubbish around, which is wonderful. Let's open that up. Okay, let's open that up. Let's speed things up. So the easy's done. We're halfway towards the medium. The fire display isn't really too much of a problem. Right, pause the game. The fireworks isn't too much of a problem. See, we're at $88 now. This is about to cost us hundreds as those people file away. Slow it down a little bit just to really minimize the amount we have to pay this guy. Did something else just break? No. Okay. And you're fired. Thanks for your help. See you later. So we're down to about minus 700. I'm hoping this new ride here will really help take the pressure off of that one breaking down. That's the idea of that. Excuse me while I drink some juice. I'm just recording this after I did the... not No Man's Sky. From Other Suns. After I did the From Other Suns stream. So I have been talking for 4 hours pretty much straight. If you did watch the For Other Suns stream, and you're wondering why I wasn't talking to you guys, I'm so sorry. The Restream chat client that I used so I can merge the Twitch and YouTube chats together didn't work. It worked fine for Twitch because I was talking to a guy on there, but I wasn't seeing anything from YouTube. So I just thought, all my usuals aren't there and I'm having a particularly quiet stream, like an unusually quiet stream. Turns out that's not the case, and I was just absolutely ignoring you all. So many apologies for that. I have messaged a couple of you that I have got on various social media things to apologise directly to you. So all I can say is, yeah, I'm so sorry. Clearly wasn't my intention. But yeah, these things happen, and unfortunately I do always have a YouTube and a Twitch window open, looking at the live stream pages. It's slightly different to what you guys see, but I see a thumbnail of the vids of the stream, I see a chat window, and I normally have that there so I can monitor that as well. But I had stopped early on in the stream to check something else and hadn't swapped back like a bloody idiot, so I completely missed it. So many apologies to anyone that turned up that I seemed to just ignore completely. Ooh, pause the game. We got some vomit. We've got a couple of bits of vomit. So change the speed. Drop him down there. Pause it. Pick him up. I don't want to move the ride, I want to move this dude. Where? There it is. See, ideally, we wouldn't have built any rides that actually create vomit, so we wouldn't have had to deal with this because we haven't got the first aid at the moment. That is not the case. So as soon as he's done, go into clean vomit. What has he seen that I haven't? Oh, I see it. So as soon as he's done, fired. Out of there. Get out of there, sunshine. We don't want your kind here taking all our money. So we're actually not doing too bad here. So the other relatively decent coaster was 10,000. So we built the snare, that's this one here. So if I can get up to about 10.5 to build the other one, I think we'll be in a pretty good place. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised about that at all. So I might just give this another quick save here. As I say, I'm being overly cautious because I don't trust this scenario. It's been one of the trickier ones. I mean, the roller coaster one from the main campaign mode was the hardest because I spent, what, 9 hours building that one coaster or something like that? Something absolutely ridiculous. So that was the hardest in terms of just like pure grunt work. But at least I had a target. At least I had something to aim for. I had... How are our loans going? You know, you have a ride and it has to hit so much, and that's that. So you have goals to attain. You don't have that in this. Obviously you have the objectives, but they're much of a muchness. They'll come when you have a successful park. Apart from the fireworks, but as I say, that's not much to that. That's not too much of a problem. But trying to do this when I wasn't even too sure really what was going on has been an absolute nightmare. I'm going to just slow everything down. I'm just going to go and check the overview. A pickpocket. I don't want to deal with security. That's going to cost a fortune. But we are going to have to at some point soon. At the moment people are quite happy, so I'm not too bothered about it. And we're still making money, most importantly. So I'm going to sit here for a bit. How did I not notice that had broken down? How long has that been broken down? Oh, the queue's still emptying, so not that long. We're okay. We'll click on him. We'll click on him. Him. Something else just broken down. Something else has just broken down. Okay. So we'll hire another mechanic. Pop him. This is what I had. This is the problem I had before. You get to a certain point and then rides just start plummeting. I don't know whether the wear and tear on the rides is drastically increased in this scenario. I really want to click just on the engineer. There we go. So we'll wait for him to fix that and then we'll fire him. So we were up to about almost 7,000, weren't we? And as you can see, that is now plummeting away. As this queue empties, every time they pass through that ticket gate, they get their money back. That's how it works. So as soon as they go through there... Right. Fired. So now we need to try and get this guy, who I think has just finished as well. Fired. Yeah, so we lost like $2,000, $2,000 dues in that, which is far from ideal. Let's just slow everything down a second. That's high excitement. That's high excitement. That's high excitement. That's quite low, but it does make people throw up, so don't trust it. Is that broken down? Oh, shit. Again, it's quite early on, but you see the problem I was having here. That's 3 rides that have broken down in like less than 30 seconds, just immediately after each other. That's high excitement. So the Rocktopus is the only ride we have at the moment, which is, apart from the Star, which again, like I say, I don't trust because people throw up in it, is the only family ride. So I might build another octopus. That might be something I do. Now that one hasn't actually affected us too badly. Can I get to him in there? No chance. We'll have to go through the staff menu. Staff. All of you. Fired. So that has all been taken care of. We'll leave that there so that we can keep an eye on it, see if anything else happens. So you can see how popular the octopus is, because it is the only family ride. So I might build another octopus down here. I'm going to wait till I get to 10,000, if I get to 10,000. If something else breaks down before I get there. If I get to 10,000, I could just build the other coaster. And they're just money magnets. Money, 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 magnet. So I reckon I needed... Slow everything down a second while I check. So I don't miss anything. It's 10,000 on the nose. If I can get about 10.5... we'll be able to build that one. What is that? Vomit. And they're disgusting. So they need to be cleaned. So let's hire a staff member. I did not realise they cleaned toilets. I didn't realise that was part of their job description. So they got so bad that someone threw up when they came outside. That's pretty nasty, isn't it? Pretty nasty. Okay, so. You. Going to clean vomit. Okay. Okay. Where is it? It's time to play Hunt the Vomit, everyone. Time to play Hunt the Vomit. There it is. She's cleaning the vomit. He's done, he's wandering. There's no more vomit, he's fired. Okay. Many guests are hungry, many guests are thirsty. Pickpocketing staying around 40%, that's good. Where do I see... That's what I'm looking for. Is that what I'm looking for? Pretty much. I'm thirsty's risen to about 29%, so we will have to look at building a drinks stand soon-ish. Soonish. But for the moment, we're looking to get to 10.5. Oh, I thought I was going to hit it then. Right. And that's only just, but we are at 10.5. So, another save. Can't have too many saves in this. I tell you. I tell you. You got to be so careful. Resume. Coaster. Venom. Now we are going to have to build... I was kind of hoping it would fit in there, but... Oh, hello. Hello. Now that's a little close to the path, but we might get away with it. Do I want to do that, or do I want to keep them up here? Would it go there? It would go there, so if I just put it like wherever that was. Like there. Where are you? There you are. Let's try that. Let's put it there. I'm going to have to do the pass first, annoyingly, which is probably going to cost me more than 200. We need to start testing it as soon as we can. We need to place the entrance. That's on different sides. That's no good for us. So we need to edit the track. We need to change this so it's all on the same side. Which I know isn't supposed to be the most ideal or efficient method, but it's the method we're going to use, so I guess suck it up. Suck it right on up. So now, oh, did we not place the entrance? How did we miss that? Well, the exit I meant. There we go. Ah, that's a problem. Huh. So that's kind of frustratingly long exit, but it'll do. It'll do, pig. It will do. This one we can at least send over in this direction. No, I want it to do that. Then I want it to go down. I'm not too bothered by queues that are too long. We'll just have them as they come. So we haven't quite got enough for our $303 queue scenery. So it's set to test. We will hope that some point... There it is. There it is. We will put our little happy bush down here. Ping. That should push it up to 100%. We can then push it probably up to $17. Now, while that's going, or before that's going, nothing else is broken down. I can't see any more sick. So let's unpause the game. Where is it? It's just getting to the top there, look. Now, again, it's probably not a very family-orientated ride, so we will have to build another octopus next, I think. And I would rather do that than worry about any additional scenery. But we now have... Because the most I got before was I got a forge built up here, which was the bane of my life because of its ridiculous throwing up ability. And everyone was miserable because they were constantly stepping in sick. So I got a forge there, and I think I got another little ride down here, but that's about it. Did I get another one, or did I just have the 6? 6 plus the coaster. I definitely started researching other stuff. I'm not sure whether I actually started using it or not. So this is actually going really, really well so far. I have 3 coasters. I'm not having to worry about staff. There's no rubbish because there are no... no shops around, so that seems to stop rubbish even appearing, which is lovely. He's clean and vomit. Where are you going to go after that? You wander in, you're fired. If there's nothing for you to do, then you are fired. I ain't messing around, mate. This ain't no free ride. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in here and select him. So the second he's done, we can fire him, which just saves us that little bit, that tiny little bit of money. Not much at all, but enough. Enough that it makes a difference. So you can see that's put us down into the minus. Because we were basically on nothing. Still fixing it, still fixing it. He's done. So, everything's fixed, everything's running. We've got a new roller coaster. People are starting to make their way there. That should get us out of the negative fairly quickly. Pause. There's some vomit. There's some vomit. I told you it's that star wheel. So he's cleaning, he's cleaning, he's cleaning. He's wandering, he is fired. I can't see anything anywhere else, can I? No. Look at that. Just a little trail of fired employees. Where's the other one? There should be another one there somewhere. Okay, so let's speed everything back up again. Let's get our notifications menu up so we can see if anything breaks down relatively quickly. People are starting to come onto this now. We're already up to 1,000. We are out of cheap coasters we can build. Pause. We are out of cheap coasters. We've built these 3, so the next one is 17. All we need to start researching, which is a whole other ball game. Whole other ball game. What was it that just broke down? This did. Right. Park management. Engineer. So this really is the first time I've had to really micromanage this game. Just to try and make sure everything works as it should. So even though they all left, we didn't go down into the negatives again. And you're fired. So stuff must break down quicker, because it just seems insane how fast stuff breaks down in this. Oh, pause. Is that a little bit of vomit I can spy? It is. So, the latest casualty in our bid for cleanliness. He's cleaning vomit, he's cleaning vomit, he's cleaning vomit. There's more vomit, which just appeared out of absolutely nowhere. Okay. When you talk about 0-hour contracts, this is how you roll, people. Head into toilet block 4. I'm actually okay with that. I'll actually even move him there myself. Just to prevent people complaining about that and throwing up because of that as well. And as soon as he's done there, I imagine we will be firing him straight out the block. Ha! Out the block. Brilliant. I'm mildly delirious because this level has been annoyingly challenging. Idling, you're fired. No idling on my watch, matey Jim. Oh, no. Wait, can I rehire you? Oh, I'll just hire another one, surely. Does it cost money to hire staff? 2.5. No. Okay. Well, yeah, well, I'd rehire them then. I suppose if you accidentally fire someone who's got really good credentials and training, it'd be easier to rehire them. Make sure there's no vomit around there. There isn't. Holy crap, where's he gone? There he is. So you're just wandering, you're fired. We do not mess around here, dude. Trailblazer's being fixed. The Trailblazer breakdown. That's that one, isn't it? We fixed that ages ago. I say ages ago. And in-game time, I guess it has been nothing at all. So if we can get up to 5,000, I will save the game again. You can see it is starting, does seem like it's leveling out, doesn't it? This is with 3 roller coasters and 5 other rides. And look how slowly we're making money. Nothing's broken down. We've got 1,000 people in the park. Now something's broken down. See, this is the situation I got into before. That didn't cost us too much, though, in the grand scheme of things, did it? We still stayed about 4-4, which is alright. Oh, I spy some vomit. So, we'll just have a quick check back here, make sure no one's thrown up there. I don't think so. So, we'll drop him off there. Just those 2 bits? I think just those 2 bits. As soon as he's done, we'll drop him there. Don't hang around, you're stood on vomit. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. And you're gone. So this tactic, although it may seem a little bit frustrating, is the only way I've managed to successfully run this park. I don't care. I do not give a flying damn. Okay, so we'll have another save. We're going to have to stop in a second. We'll have another save. D6. First of all, let's check the happiness. I stepped in sick, it's great, I'm hungry. Now, I was told people will get thirsty long before they got hungry. That does not seem to be the case though, does it? Weirdly, the most profitable shop is the toilet block. That makes sense, doesn't it? Ah, yeah, so their thirst need is quite bad at this point. Particularly amongst... Oh, that's everyone, isn't it? Not just the teens. So yeah, the thirst is great amongst people. It's in the red. I might have to think about actually building a shop. So what I want to do is I want to build a rocktopus. And just see if it's actually profitable on it. It may be that it's not. That we don't really make much money from it. Well, I do want to find out. No fussing, just a straight queue, straight down, bosh. Oh, didn't mean to change the colour, but that's fine. That's happened now. How much is this rocktopus? 650. You are also going to be 650. You are open. You're going to get this little lovely floral arrangement. It's going to go just in there. No, it's not. It's going to go just there. That should have put your queue up to... Oh, it hasn't. Interesting. Is that because it was not very central amongst the queue? There we go. Yes, that's now worked. So the other thing I want to just do quickly is just go around and check. Trailblazer's cheap. $16. Great looking queue. Wild Blue is cheap. $13. I'm not queuing that long. Looks great. It's broken down. I don't have enough money. I'm not queuing that long. Venom is cheap. $18. Thank you very much, people. So, we will try making a shop as well, but we're going to have to keep a bit of a careful eye on this. I don't really want a silly thing, but it does help, I think, doesn't it? People do complain otherwise. It's only $100 extra, so... That's not too bad. It's not too bad. So we're going to put this here. We are going to do all of the extras. Oh, it's already done it because I already had one and deleted it. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So that staff member, our first actually employed staff member, costs us $187.50 a month. So this needs to make $187.50 a month or it's gone. I ain't messing with this. I ain't messing around. Did I open that? Yes. Okay. Oh, it's now it's broken down. So we get to hire another temporary member of staff. He is going to go here. We're going to unpause the game. We're going to select him. Get on there then. And I just saw some vomit. Not that. Right outside the toilets, look. Does that mean there's vomit elsewhere? I think we're okay by the look of it. Yeah, that's one that's leaving and another engineer as well. Okay, so we'll just have to keep a bit of a manual eye on these two. You're going to clean the toilet blocks as well? I would hope you would. Yes. Still no one's going on this. Pause. You're wandering, you're fired. That's the end of that, mate. Congratulations, thank you for all your hard work. The snare has been fixed. There is the engineer. He is fired. He is fired. I don't want it to be nighttime. So that makes it harder to see stuff. Octopus is broken down. So we'll put that there. Jamal Sasquatch Prescott. Interesting. And then when he is done, we will find him and we will fire him. Excellent. Not a single person has gone on. Oh, there we go. Now they're starting to. Let's see if that carries on or not. Now that this one broke down and reopened, let's see if there's any difference between them. So maybe I have to reload that save and get rid of this. Otherwise it's just going to be a bit of a wasted opportunity, isn't it? So the drinks thing looks like it's doing okay. We're almost up to 5,000. I'll give it another save if we get to 5,000. So what we're going to need to think about doing soon. Oh, we were there briefly. Oh, there it is. Now we might have to revert to D6. If we don't want that one there. We'll have to keep an eye on that though. At the moment, the snare lost money because it broke down. The two octopuses are losing money, so that may be... We'll wait for the end of this month and we'll see how they all balance out, really. Bear in mind this one did break down this month as well. Just going to skew the results slightly, but this one doesn't really have... It doesn't have enough of a queue to fill the ride, and that's really what we need. Zozo, where are you, Zozo? Okay, so you're going to go there. Slow it down. Select. No. I want that engineer to be selected. Don't want any of the rides. There we go. There is some vomit. People have... Oh, they have vandalized this bin, look. So we'll replace that. Has anything else been vandalized? No, but there is vomit all over the shop. I don't want that. I want this. So I'm actually going to hire 2. Because he's going to deal with the toilets afterwards. Trailblazer's broken down. That is our money maker as well. I don't want that. So at this point, we actually have a few things to try and manage. I'm not going to go at full speed. Oh, he's going to empty that bin. That's fine. I'm going to let him do that for a while. Did I hire one over here? Did I hire another one? And if I did, where is he? Cleaning the toilet block. Okay. Where are you going? Going to clean vomit. No, let the other guy clean that vomit. You clean this vomit. He's going to clean that now, so you don't need to worry about that. What I'd like you to do is empty that bin, ideally. Where did he go? Got him in my hand. Right, he's about to come out. You're fired. Good job. Thanks for all your help. You don't care about that vomit. In fact, I'm just going to fire you then. I'll use the other guy. You're no use to me. No use to me whatsoever. Going to clean vomit. Where else is there vomit? Which way is he going? Ah, it's over there, is it? There's a bad place for it to be. The Trailblazer has been fixed. So that guy is fired. You empty that bin. No. Empty that frickin' bin. That bin right there. Empty it. Alright, empty that bin. Alright, fine, you're fired. You had your chance, and you absolutely failed me. Absolutely failed me. It's that vomit, just as I fire that guy. Infuriating. You, clean some vomit, and then get fired. That's all I want from your existence. Fired. So the two octopuses are starting to become... It's getting a little bit of a queue there. Is that enough to fill it up, enough space to spare? Why'd you go all that way? Why do you go all of that way? Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted again. How did I do that twice? That's what I wanted. Clean some vomit for me. And get fired. It is, yes. So that might just have become profitable. I'm going to replace this bin again when I start getting annoyed about it in a second. There is a tiny bit of litter starting to arrive. So I'm going to hire a maintenance guy to clean that up. Unless you're going to go clean some vomit. You're going to go clean some litter. Where? This? That's vomit. Where are you going? Here? Now you're just wandering. So, I will try putting you near these bins which are getting quite full. And you won't care, so I'm going to fire you. That's the end of that. Once again, you are someone else who had your chance and you failed me miserably. Right, we are up to 5,000, so I think those two octopuses are actually working out. Push that up to D8. We'll resume. We're going to pay off this loan is what we're going to do. So that's going to save us 250 a month, which may not seem like much, but in the long run, that's going to help. Like I said, it said there it's going to save us £3,000 altogether. So we're going to unpause the game. We're going to continue this little bit of micromanagement that's going on. Keeping an eye out for litter or vomit or things breaking down. There's a little bit of litter. I'm trying to keep things as absolutely pristine as I can, given the circumstances. Looper is broken down. So we'll pop him there. He's heading to the toilet block, so they need to be clean. So we'll move him there. And then we'll see if he's got any function after he comes out. He does not. He is wandering. He is fired. Okay. So yeah, that cost us a little bit. But that's fine. That's what we expect. He is about to inspect something, so he is fired. Right, let's have a look at our shops even. How did it make -1? Did I only make it last month, maybe? I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. Come April, and I'll have to stop probably around the time we get to April. But come April, I don't understand how it'd lose money when it's so popular. Staff, hire... Sick cleaner upper. Going to clean vomit. I see it. Wandering. Okay. Lonely as a cloud though you are, I'd like you to clean up that litter and then probably get the hell out of the park, to be honest. Oh, and that bit there. If you could just walk a little bit slower, mate. Jesus. Going to clean litter. Where else can we see litter? Down here again? Yes, for some reason, people like to drop a bit of litter down there. Wandering fired. Okay. Do I just have to fix a ride? Have I got an engineer on site? Am I losing my mind a little bit? I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'm still going to say 155 because we haven't gone over another month. Zozo lost money, but that's because it broke down, so that's fine. Both the Roctopuses made money, so I think we have made a sensible decision there. It does mean that if one of them breaks down, there is still a family ride for everyone else, so it kind of works out, doesn't it? Staff? Nope. You clean up some litter, some vomit. Where are you going? Wild Blue, it's got such a massive hitbox on it. It's a right pain. Going to clean vomit. Okay. Where? I can't see any. It'll be around here, won't it? Some people throwing up right outside there. You're wandering, you're fired. Okay. I see some vomit. He's cleaning vomit. He's going to go clean some vomit. Over here. Oh, yeah. He's cleaning some vomit. He's cleaning some vomit. He's cleaning some vomit. He's going to go clean some more vomit. Where is that? Where is that? It's not down there again, is it? If I pop him there, where do you go? Let's go into a bin, so there is no more vomit. You're a liar. That needs to be replaced. I don't actually mind him going to replace a bin, empty a bin. Do you have any purpose after that? Wandering. No, you don't. Go away. Oh, there's some vomit, though. Okay, we'll hire another one. Clean in vomit. Going to clean vomit. Okay, I know it's not very far, but we'll save him the journey. Wandering. Okay, so before we fire this guy, there's some litter over here. You can clean that. One of the fire janitors just walked past him. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to behold. There's actually another one there as well somewhere. Where did that guy get his hat? Ah, there's some vomit. Going to clean litter. So I think he's on about this stuff over here. I really could do with getting like a ride there or something, couldn't I? Or up here maybe. Going to clean litter. Can anyone, is that a different path type? Oh, it is. Okay. I'm an idiot. Doesn't matter. I cannot see any litter. I can see some vomit, so you can go and clean that up. Going to clean litter. Where? If I pop you there. Still going in this direction. This is what we're going to do now. We're just going to have to do a bit of like a Nancy Drew. 50-50. Where is he going? Ah. I see it. So at this point, is there anything else around? Is there any more vomit? Any more bins that are full? Any more litter on the ground? There is some vomit. And that's it. So we'll leave that for the second then. I think we will need someone else quite quickly, but for now, that will have to do. Can even speed things up a little bit. Makes a nice little change. We're at 2 speed for a while there. And we're back. You clean this vomit and then be fired by me. Okay, the toilet blocks need cleaning, so that's fine. I'll just have a bit of a check around, make sure there's no more vomit or anything around. Seem to be okay. So we'll put him there. Idling? Wandering? Let's have a bit of a quick scout for vomit, and then we'll just fire him. We'll just fire him. Okay. Almost into May. Many guests are thirsty. There is a drinks thing, so that's fine. I'm going to leave it going. See if we can get into April. I meant not May. When we stay over 5,000. Right. Let's save the game. I'm probably going to have to leave it here because I've been recording for another hour and it's now 20 past 11 here. So it's a little late for me to still be doing this. And I need to get this edited and stuff yet anyway. So, that's not what I wanted. Looper lost money, it broke down, that's fine. Both the octopuses made money, and that's fine. The shop lost money again. How is it losing money? How is it possibly losing money? I don't understand. Because of his salary. It's only $17. It's only $17. Don't think there's much we can do about it, so I'm just going to leave that, I think. It says the snare is cheap, so I'm going to increase that to 15. I'll have to do another save after this anyway. That's I'm going to change things. Venom is cheap. We'll put that up to 19. I don't think you're going to say that's cheap. That's fine. Looper is cheap. Okay, well, that's $18 now. Blimey. Whatever. Starlight has a great looking queue. Wild Blue is cheap, so that's going to go up to 14. Zozo. Zozo's cheap. That's going to go up to 14. That's going to be fine. And Trailblazer's cheap. Okay, so immediately next time we're going to be making a little bit more money. Don't know whether I'm going to focus on getting enough money to pay off that loan as well. Because if we can get that together and pay off that loan, we'll be in a pretty good place. Because that'll save us another $500 a month, which means we shouldn't have too many issues making money. This one will just have to stay, I think. We're not going to have, there's not much we can do about that. So, I am going to save the game again since we made some little changes, which is a bit ridiculous, but that's the way... Oh my god. Didn't you can still do stuff in the background whilst you had the save menu open, but okay. We're going to save the game again, and I am going to leave that there. So this is actually going to go up on the channel then. This is actually working out just about okay. And as I say, I spent several other hours trying to get it working and failing miserably. So this is quite amazing this has worked at all. I'm really, really happy with how this has gone. It's quite an insane little park. 3 roller coasters, another 6 rides, 2 of which are duplicates of each other, but it's all good, and it's all making money. So next time we will have to continue with our micromanagement of vomit and breakdowns. You can see here, this is the perfect example of how the staff salary affects the game so badly. It's losing money even though it made profit. Even though it made money, I should say. And it's had a constant queue, absolutely constant. I don't even know how you could change that. You could charge more, but that's a bit dodgy. 73 people, so if I only charge like an extra 10 cents, that would probably be enough to get into the positives. But anyway, I'm not going to do that now. So I'm going to leave that there. So, hope you enjoyed that. If you have struggled with this yourself and you're watching this for tips, this is the only way I've found that works. I'm sure there are other ways of doing it. I'm sure there are better ways of doing it, but this seems to be like a surefire way of getting this park profitable. So there you go. If you have enjoyed it at any time, please do click the like button. That's always appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are now over 1,000 subs, people. That happened yesterday at the end of my No Man's Sky live stream. I broke 1,000 subs, which is incredible. If you've watched this series from the very beginning, absolutely well done to you, because that's a hell of a commitment for starters. But if you've been here from the beginning watching this series, because this was the very first video I had in the series as a Planet Coaster 1 on the channel even, thank you so much. Thank you for being here all this time. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. I honestly cannot say thank you enough. This is what this week's about, really. Sort of trying to just give you as much as I can in terms of live streams and thanks. To say, because I mean, I said this, and to say this in every video, but I'm going to carry on saying it. Although I could technically do this without you, I probably wouldn't be still doing this. If I hadn't started getting comments on videos and people liking my videos and people subscribing to the channel, I don't know if I'd still be here a year later. Well, nearly a year later. A year this week. A week today, it'll be a year. I don't know that I'd still be here. So thank you so much to everyone who supported me during this year. It's been an amazing experience, and I hope to continue it for as long as absolutely possible. I really, really do. If you were in today's live stream for From Other Suns, once again, many, many apologies if I seem to be ignoring the YouTube chat. It really wasn't intentional. I just couldn't see what was going on. I will obviously make additional steps to make sure that I can see if that's happening in future. In future, this Wednesday at 6 PM, I'll be streaming Shadow of War, so come and see me play some of that. It'll be from the beginning because I've not played any yet, so it'd be awesome if you can join me there. I will be paying attention to the chat, I promise. I'll also be streaming on Thursday and on Saturday. I've not decided what yet. I may do No Man's Sky again on Thursday, and then Saturday do another Shadow of War. Shadow of War I think is going to be my main squeeze in terms of streaming. So when I go back next week to doing regular once a week, Wednesday at 6 o'clock streams, it'll probably be Shadow of War for the foreseeable future. I did really enjoy No Man's Sky, so I might do No Man's Sky again on Thursday. But I will put up a event page on my YouTube channel, on my Twitch channel. I'll put something up on Twitter and on my Instagram page as well. So keep an eye on all of those things. So, well, that's it then. I will see you next time for Planet Coaster Career Mode Extras. I won't sing because it's a bit late over here. I will hopefully see you for the streams Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And thank you very much for joining me.